Hey everyone, this is Anna here with Unearthed Arcana, and today I am super excited to introduce all of you to my first ever recorded permadeath Let's Play run of Skyrim's Wildlander modpack. We're going to be following the adventures of Imare, who is a Dunmer Nightblade, recently arrived in Skyrim across the Morrowind border. From a mechanical perspective, she's a evasion, light armor focused, two-handed close quarters fighter. She's got some destruction magic for mid-range burst and some skirmishing. And I also gave her a point in marksmanship so she can initiate from far away. But don't worry, I'm not going to do a stealth archer playthrough. No one has fun watching that. I also gave her a bunch of points in alchemy because we're going to do a lot of poisons and potions on this run. As far as roleplay stuff goes, let me pull the map up here. So after fleeing Morrowind, Imare has arrived in Skyrim, and Imare was having some legal difficulties in Morrowind. She's kind of a career criminal type. She's been in and out of jail. She's got bounties. She's got warrants. She needed to get out of Dodge, find some greener pastures, so now she's in Skyrim trying to start over. She's got some Halalu bloodline in her family tree. So she's got ambitions of one day resurrecting the old Camonna Tong crime syndicate, obviously with her as the leader. So she's this kind of like mentally unwell gangster girl, doesn't really have normal aspirations like all the other Dunmer and Skyrim who were like doing real industry like farming and working as merchants. Imare is just like, nah, we're gonna become criminals. Anyway, so we'll see where her journeys take her. I doubt it'll take her anywhere good. From a run standpoint, I'm just grabbing some alchemy components on this path before I head back this way and take a different route. From a run standpoint, like I said, we're doing a permadeath run, so we won't be able to reload if Imare dies. We are also doing a no HUD run, so you'll notice the HUD is disabled. There's no resource bars on the screen. There's no crosshair. If I pull up my bow and arrow here and aim at something, no crosshair is going to appear. It's just going to make it harder for us to aim. I think this also makes for a much more realistic and immersive watch experience, so I really enjoy playing without a HUD. The other thing is our menus don't pause, so if we open up the inventory, our game is going to stay unpaused, so we won't be able to like chug potions or anything like that. This first episode is going to be mostly me kind of showing some cool little gems along the Riften border, give you some ideas for your own way to start out this game. We'll see what kind of trouble we can get into around here. But once we hit episode 2 and I actually arrive in Riften, I'll do a little bit more roleplay with Imare and we'll kind of see where her story takes her. First thing I'm going to do is right when I leave the gate, I'm going to hook a left up here and start looking for some cool little hand-placed items. Probably not going to do too much roleplay in this run. This is mostly just like a let's play run so I can create more content, but also so I can get more practice recording my game while I'm actually like playing it and commentating on it, which is super difficult, honestly. Like huge mad props to the content creators who do this already. Okay, the first place we're going to go up from the Riften border is this little sleeping bag where some adventurer, some like old miner I guess, left a spell tome of Soothe. We're going to take that. It's a nice little illusion magic to grab early on. Also, this person left 2 books. The first one's Cats of Skyrim. I bet Imare really likes cats. I definitely like cats. These are about scary cats though. These are about big saber-toothed cats. This is just kind of an in-game reason to learn about how to fight them and like what alchemical properties their ingredients have. The second book, the book 8 of the Last Seed series, is a sneaking technique book. So we can study this and basically improve our skill during our downtime. This lantern is just a static object, you can't grab it, but we could grab this pickaxe if we really wanted to do mining. Imare is not exactly the mining type. I doubt Imare has done a single day of honest work in her life. This is the kind of person that gets fired from every job she's ever had. Only time she's used a pickaxe is to like probably slam into someone's face. Ooh, getting this bunny here is actually really good. We're going to do something kind of clever, also really kind of evil. We're not going to think too much about this. So we're going to follow this blood trail up here, but what we're really going to do is lure this bunny up this blood trail, and it's going to distract a monster up here. this frost troll. This frost troll is going to go bananas when he sees the bunny. Oh, he killed the bunny right away. Oh, now I feel really bad. Ugh, there's some treasure. We gotta get near this flag, but now I gotta deal with this frost troll. That's what I get for luring innocent bunnies to their death. That's a really bad look for starting off this run. I don't know, Imare probably doesn't care. I'm sure Imare has done some really messed up stuff to animals in her life, but I feel really bad about that bunny. Alright, we're gonna take out our bad feelings on this frost troll here. I'm just gonna blast him with fire magic just to like get a little experience points and so he doesn't lose aggro on me. Not that these trolls ever lose aggro on you. I feel like trolls will literally chase you across the map unless you hide and evade them. So we obviously cannot kill this troll right now. It's super hard to kill frost trolls at an early level. But you know who can kill this troll are the Vigilants of Stendarr, who are up in Stendarr's beacon right here. So I was actually recently at Stendarr's beacon in my other playthrough I'm working on, which is Merciless, the tale of Vigilant Kima, which is about a young Vigilant of Stendarr who's kind of like acclimating to the brutal realities of her occupation. But Vigilant Kima's companions here are going to help us deal with this frost troll, including the amazing Keeper Karset. Oh, just look at her with that big holy aura and her two-handed hammer. She's so cool. I have a huge crush on Keeper Karset. Okay, well, Keeper Karset did her job and got rid of this frost troll. We're going to come back here and do some more stuff by Stendarr's beacon, but first we have to backtrack to this flag. While I backtrack to this flag, let's talk a little bit more about the run. So after I show off this Riften border start, which is going to consist of this sleeping bag, the troll ledge, beacon of Stendarr, there's a burned house we're going to check out, and then there's some bandits we're going to hit around there. Anyway, after I do all that, we're going to head to town, and our plan is probably to like get down to the Ratway, see what trouble Imare can get in down there. I feel like once Imare learns about the Thieves Guild, she's going to be really excited about that. Although, I don't know, they don't really like killing people, and Imare is kind of bloodthirsty. Oh, this poor bunny. Oh, that's really, really gross. I'm so sorry. See, I don't feel bad for this guy. This is honestly probably like maybe the remains of that miner whose bedroll we found down there, but I feel really bad for that rabbit. Underneath this wolf is A Dance in Fire Chapter 2. That's a book on the blocking technique. So we could study that in our downtime to get some blocking skills. And then over here we have a little helmet and a conjuration tome. We might not end up using conjuration, but I'll still learn the spell. I'll also equip the helmet. And then we have a little strong box here. Adept blocks are harder to pick at low levels, but like you can definitely do them if you're just like patient. We're gonna break into this and get a little bit of extra gold and gems. And then after that we're gonna head back down to Stendarr's beacon and harvest that troll for ingredients. So that'll help us make some early game poisons. I really hate adept blocks. They're always like just a little harder than you want them to be. I'm also going like the wrong way on this lock, which is definitely not helping. Okay, there goes another lockpick. Losing 2 lockpicks on the first lock is definitely not a good start to the run. There we go. Okay, nice little payout though. This will sell for a hefty sum once we get back to town. Okay, let's head back. We could take the poor rabbit corpse or that... Is there something else over here? No, it's just some leaves. We could take the rabbit corpse or like the wolf corpse and bring those back to the Beacon of Stendarr place and harvest those for ingredients, but I feel like we're already wasting a bunch of time just wandering around the map. So let's just get back here, chop up the troll for some troll's blood and some troll's fat, and then we can use that shortly to make some poisons. Alright, let's drag the troll inside. What a beefy boy. I wonder how much this guy weighs.
Be careful with that.
Honestly, it's pretty impressive Imare can lift this. It's like deadlifting hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Okay, let's extract the blood. The blood itself is an ingredient that like doesn't do anything on its own. You could sell it if you don't have the alchemy skill. So even if you're not an alchemist, you should always extract these. But you also can get ingredients from this troll. And we're going to do that inside here because it's a little warmer in here. I'm just going to dispose of the body. I'm not going to waste time doing the other butchery stuff, even though this will give us more ingredients. And then we got, oh nice, 2 troll fats and a troll eye. That's pretty good for just having like low level alchemy stuff. So the troll fat and the troll blood will combine to make us a poison, which we can do outside here. We're also going to pick up this skill book on the ground. I feel like this should probably be marked as owned, but it's not. This is a restoration skill book. We're just going to yoink that from the Vigilant of Stendarr. Then what we're going to do is go chat with Keeper Karset. Is this her?
I am the
yeah,
keeper
this
of
is
the
her.
vigil here in Skyrim. We bring
Oh,
Stendarr's
she's
mercy
so
to
cool.
the innocent
I love her.
and his justice to the
I don't know,
daily.
Imare probably doesn't love her, but I definitely love her from just that Vigilant of Stendarr playthrough I'm doing. I don't think Imare wants to talk to this lady long though, but she'll definitely take lessons in Magicka.
With you.
Alright, so we're just going to dump like a bunch of gold into this and just max out our level 1 leveling, 5 points in restoration. Restoration's going to be really good on this character because we'll want to heal up in between combat as we kind of like skirmish around a fight. There's some stuff upstairs. There's like a chest you can pick, but it's marked as owned, so you'll be stealing if you break into it. There's also an alchemist table up there if you don't have your own mortar and pestle. We do have a mortar and pestle. Let's grab this jewelry from the backpack. Ooh, let's get a lockpick there. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to do here before making the troll poison is around this corner is a skeleton that has a helmet and a greatsword that spawn next to him. And if we're lucky, those will be higher quality items. I've seen some really good greatswords here. And if we're unlucky, it'll just be iron. So let's see what we got. It is a, okay, steel greatsword. That's pretty solid. Ooh, that's a nice helmet. Nice, an elven helmet. That's really solid. I'll definitely grab the steel greatsword too. I'll grab the bone meal as well and just taste some of my alchemy ingredients here just so I kind of like know what's in my inventory. Okay, let's ditch the iron greatsword. Let's hang on to this awesome steel greatsword. I'm a little worried that this helmet's gonna look really silly on us. Let's take a look. Ugh, that does look really silly. God, this looks like a bad Thanos cosplay. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, well, we're in first person, and it's so much better than the hood that we were wearing, so I guess we're just gonna deal with it. Okay, let's say goodbye. Ooh, before we say goodbye to the Vigilant of Stendarr, let's actually make our troll's blood poison. I don't know why this isn't working. Am I like in combat? It says I can't do this while fighting. Who am I fighting? What? I'm not fighting anyone. Okay, clearly we've triggered combat somewhere. Maybe there's like a wolf down here. Oh, never mind. It's just another troll. Okay, well, that's disappointing. I'm just gonna run back up to the Stendarr's beacon. I'm just gonna bring this troll this way. I've definitely had this happen before where like sometimes you get down in this area and you spawn wolves. Like wolves are obviously not that scary. Like you can hear the wolves over there and like no one gives a shit about wolves. They're really easy to fight. And then other times you just spawn a bunch of trolls. Is the troll gonna fight the wolf? Well, that's not gonna go so well for Mr. Wolf right here. That wolf's like, hell no, I am out of there. Which also sucks because now we're going to be stuck in combat with that wolf for the next day. Oh no, more bunny rabbits. This is really sad that all these buns keep getting killed. It's like wherever Imare goes, rabbits die. And that's a bad omen. Hey guys, I'm back. Help a sister out right here. Okay, we're just gonna blast this troll. Keeper Karset just cast her super cool, like, heavenly aura spell when we get on this action. Okay, there goes that troll. We're just gonna rinse and repeat. Literally do the exact same thing we did before. Sorry, we're still stuck up on Stendarr's beacon. This vigilant of Stendarr is like, yo, stop hitting me with this troll corpse. Honestly, while I'm here, I could, like, pray at this altar to Stendarr, because definitely his vigilant had helped me out a few times, but I don't think Imare is a very devout person. Let's definitely get the blood, though, and let's definitely harvest some more ingredients. Of course, now our character's hungry. Let's see what we got, though, on the harvesting. Oh, nice. More troll fat. Now that we have 4 of these, I'll actually sample it so we can see some of the properties there. Okay. I think what we'll do... Let's see if we're out of combat. I assume we're out of combat by now. Yeah, we're out of combat. Okay, cool. Let's make that troll blood poison. So we have 2 things of troll blood and 2 things of troll fat, which gets us 4 poisons. These poisons get better as you get to a higher level. Right now they're only 40 points of damage, but by the time you're like level 10 with like 30 plus points in alchemy, these will deal like 120 damage and they're really solid. And that's really great for our build because, like I said, it's going to focus on poisons. You know, my character's hungry and at this point we're basically roommates, and I don't know about you, but if you're roommates with someone, you can just kind of eat their food and ask for forgiveness instead of permissions. That's what we're going to do here. We're just going to eat all that cheese. Nothing like breaking into someone's house and taking all their cheese. Okay, assuming there's no more trolls around here, let's head over this way to the burned out house. This is one of those unmarked locations that some of you probably come across in the vanilla game. You can see this like burned like ranch style house here, and like you might think, oh, did a dragon do this? I thought I heard something, but maybe I didn't. Nope, not a dragon. It's this idiot right here who decided to summon a flame atronach in his little circle of candles. This obviously did not work out very well for him. I am going to grab this lantern. It's nice to have a light source. Ugh, one of the problems with not having a crosshair is it can be like really difficult to pick up this scroll. Because it's like not actually in his inventory, it's like next to him. Sometimes you can kick it. Oh, this is really terrible. I'm not going to be able to grab it. Alright, let's grab some gems here while I think through how I'm going to resolve this issue of the stuck scroll. And grab some stuff from his end table. Sometimes you can like kick this thing by walking on top of it, but I'm like seriously stuck. Ugh, this is really annoying. This is a huge disadvantage of playing without a crosshair. Okay, rather than spend the next 5 minutes trying to grab this, because that's just going to be really painful, I'm just going to use the console to fix this. So all we're going to do is just select that, jump in the air. Let's try this again. And then we're just going to go move to player, and then it'll appear below me and we'll just grab it. Okay, so if you ever get stuck in a no HUD playthrough and you can't grab something, that's always a little trick you can do. This is a nice little scroll of flame atronach that we could use later on in this run if we need a little bit of extra punching power. There's also a destruction book that should be right here, but Skyrim's logs, even though the logs look really cool, block the book from appearing, so like I can't grab this book. It's like stuck inside of this tree. So what I'd have to do is disable this log, and then now you see the book, it's right there, but if I re-enable the log, I can't grab it because it's stuck beneath the model. So anyway, I'm just going to disable this, grab the book. This is definitely a glitch. I expect this is going to get patched in a later version of Wildlander. Okay, and now we are done with the burned down house. I think if you go up this path over here behind the burned down house, there's like a gold ore vein or something. But like I said, Imare is not the mining type. That's way too much honest work for her. What the fuck was that? Oh no, there's a big spider. Okay, well, that's too bad. Are we gonna fight this spider? I guess we could fight this spider. Okay, we're gonna fight this spider. This is super risky. I would definitely not do this if I weren't recording. Just kind of want to show off how to fight this spider. So the ways we fight spiders is we kite them around objects, and then we bash them, slash them, and then use our mid-range magic against them. Okay, We gotta watch our timing here too. We can get kind of caught out in the open there, and that's really bad. We also gotta be careful with resource management here, because if you run out of stamina, it's hard to kite these things. Obviously, if the spider even touches us with that melee attack, it's gonna kill us. Okay, let's go for the kill here. If I get a good bash in, I should be able to just kill it at this point. Ugh, that time it didn't actually bash, or it didn't attack me when I thought it would just poisoned me, and that sucks because this poison is just like really nasty. It's gonna last for 51 seconds. I don't think it's gonna hurt us too badly. The nice thing about the spider though is we are gonna extract its venom. And spider venom is amazing in this game, especially in the early game. It does a brief paralysis and knockdown, and that initial paralysis, it says it only lasts for 2 seconds, but like in practice it lasts for longer because they get knocked down and they gotta stand up again. Let's grab these mushrooms too. And by the time they've stood up, they're already like, have been down for like 4 to 5 seconds. They've taken a ton of damage. Okay, let's take a look at our ingredients that we got there. Nothing super good. We could have harvested that spider for ingredients, but like that's just going to take more time, and I kind of just want to get straight to the action here. During the daytime, this pond has more like monarch butterflies, which we can combine with blue mountain flowers to make a really nice healing potion. We're just not going to have access to that now because it's late at night, so instead we're going to get these lunar moths and these torch bugs. These also kind of can make really nice poisons, or not poisons, just regular potions. Okay, we're going to eventually hit this bandit camp. We need to regain some stamina first and kind of maybe regain a little bit of health. But there's a bandit camp over there. I'm hesitant to attack it at night too because like the AI bandits can basically see in the dark and they'll see me coming, but like my eyes can't necessarily see in the dark. Lunar moths are really cool because they lead to an invisibility potion, and our character loves invisibility potions. That's going to be really fun for us. Okay, I think honestly what I'm going to do, just to be on the safe side, is open up my inventory here and swap out my crummy gloves. I'm not going to need those. Then we're going to rip those up, make them into a bandage, open up our alchemy menu, and then convert some of our blue mountain flowers into medicinal salves, and then combine those with the bandage to make a healing poultice. And then I'm just going to apply the healing poultice, and then we're just going to sleep over here where it's safe in the corner. Just kind of like hunker down for the night. And then tomorrow morning we'll go and deal with these bandits. Honestly, it's only 9:37. Let's just turn our lantern on and get a little bedtime reading. I think Imare wants to read about the horror of Castle Zir. This is a really cool play. It's really fun to actually read this and see the twist at the end. Also, if you know this story, this is also the exact kind of reading material that Imare should not be reading. This is definitely not good for her already kind of frayed mental health. Okay, let's drink some water, and then let's just turn the light off, head to sleep. Ooh, let me make sure I remember to have this healing poultice. Oh, I already had that, okay. Okay, let's just take a little doze right here before we hit the bandits in the morning. Just gonna get a nice, like, solid 6 hours of sleep right here. I don't think I'll wake up cold. Let me double check though. Sometimes when you sleep out here at night, you're freezing. Okay, good, I'm not cold. And the monarch butterflies are back. You can see them over here by the pond, so that's really good. Alright, nice balanced breakfast of some apple cabbage stew, some potato bread, and a little bit of water. And then let's... where are those? Oh, let's grab these butterflies. We'll grab these flowers too. I could have sworn I saw more butterflies. There they are. Alright, so monarch butterflies combined with blue mountain flowers to make a really decent early game healing potion. Alchemy is super broken in Wildlander, so like be responsible and don't totally abuse it, but I'm gonna just make 3 of those so we have a little bit of healing in our inventory. I'm also going to combine Scaly Foliota and Snowberries for a basic stamina regeneration potion. That's really going to help us too. And then for damage health, I could do a troll fat poison, but I feel like troll fat is honestly... we have better uses for that. We also have a ton of poisons already. Alright, let's hotkey this up. So we're going to put... restore health is kind of our panic button. This is going to be kind of a utility potion. We also have Ancestor Guardian as our Dunmer ability, which will give us damage immunity if we get really like caught out in the open over here. Alright, let's go attack these bandits now. So the bandits in front of this map, and just for reference, we're like kind of right around here. And the lair we're attacking is called Broken Helm Hollow. I gotta be careful here though, because if they spot me and shoot me, I'm definitely... oh, shoot, they definitely see me. Ooh, that's really scary. Okay, we're gonna pop this potion. We're also gonna pop our stamina potion. We're gonna apply some poison to the greatsword, and then we're just gonna run and try to get these guys before they shoot me. Okay, 1 down. I gotta readjust. I'm not sure where the other one is. I think he's like right up there on that ledge. Okay, let's apply a second poison. Let's go get this guy. Cut an angle. I heard the crossbow bolt miss. Ooh, we got the kill move too. Oh, that feels so good getting those kill moves. Kill moves are by default disabled in Wildlander, but I re-enable them at a low damage threshold because they're so cinematic and they're really fun to film. Oh, this guy's like twitching and bleeding everywhere. It's grisly. Okay, cool. So even though we kind of got caught out there, we were able to turn that around by just like cutting angles and not getting too caught out in the open. Let me move this guy over here so I don't lose track of his body. I have literally already lost... okay, there she is. She's over here. Ooh, she's gonna have some good gear. I'm just gonna take all of the stuff on her, then come over here, and then we're just gonna take all the stuff on this guy, and then we're just gonna sort through it in our inventory. So our helmet's already really solid because we have our Thanos cosplay helmet. Imperial Light Cuirass is great. Let's upgrade that. Let's also get the first shoes on. Now, the funny thing is we just like don't have any bracers. As far as items go, we got a crossbow. That's awesome. I love crossbows in Wildlander. They're really easy to aim because I have a mod installed that kind of sight aligns them. They also deal a ton of damage. They're a really fun way to initiate battles from afar. I'm just gonna ditch all of these like heavy things that we don't need. What other heavy stuff do we have in our inventory? Ooh, I'll wear that cloak. That'll look really good on us. Let's ditch this armor we're not using. These helmets are pretty low quality. These gloves are also really low quality. Imare is definitely a kind of drunken party girl, but like that doesn't mean we need the wine right at this exact moment. Okay, let's get this cloak on. Let's equip our bolts. Let's fix our hotkeys so we have the crossbow. And let's take a look at our character. Oh, she's looking pretty cool. That's really silly. She's got her silly little legs here with this like skirt and these shoes. That looks ridiculous. Never mind. Our character's looking really silly right now. We're not going to think too much about that. That's just going to make everyone depressed. Imare, I think she's cool, and that's kind of what counts. Alright, so let's sneak into Broken Helm Hollow, which is this little bandit lair, and let's deal with those bandits as friends that are in here. I'm going to turn my lantern on while I walk down this hallway, but then I'm going to turn it off before I get too close to them because I don't want to reveal my position. You probably noticed that in this first few minutes of my Wildlander run, I've used more consumables than most people use in like the first 20 levels of their run. I really like using consumables. I think it's a really important way to kind of stay on top of, you know, the difficulty curve and not fall behind when it comes to resources. Nothing is worse than dying with stuff in your inventory that you didn't use that could have saved you. So if you're playing a Dead is Dead run, I really recommend that you just like use your inventory items. Okay, let's pause here for a sec. Let's actually back up because I don't want them to see me if I turn this lantern on. One thing I love about this play style of kind of the two-handed alchemist Nightblade skirmisher is making potions in dungeons, which is really fun. You can kind of have a lot of utility. I'm just going to eat this troll eye just so we don't have items in our alchemy selection that we have unknown properties for. We'll deal with that canis root in a second though. Okay, so canis root, we're going to combine that canis root with the red mountain flower to make just like a pretty decent poison that's going to deal like 60 damage on a hit. Then we're going to do, let's do fly amanita and snowberries to make a basic restore stamina, or a fortify stamina regeneration poison. Let's also get a fortified oh, that's with troll fat. You know what, screw it, let's just use, troll fat's so valuable. I'm just going to use it, who cares. Oh, unfortunately it's also a poison, I probably shouldn't have used it. And then for restore stamina, we can, that's also a poison. Sometimes you get these ones that like show up as a restore stamina thing, but they're coded as a poison, so you just gotta be careful when you make those. I already screwed up when I made one of those. Like this potion of frenzy is not going to help me. I'm just gonna sell it when I get to town. These sell for a ton of money, and if you're wanting to abuse the system in Requiem, you can, Requiem's a core mod in Wildlander. If you want to abuse that, you can definitely like sell these items. Okay, let's definitely get this other stuff set up though. As far as poisons go, I got 2 more Troll's Blood poisons, that should be good. And then I have the spider venom as kind of like a panic mode poison. And then I'll set that as a utility. Okay, I think we're in good shape here. So let's just kind of sneak a little closer. And then our plan is we're going to kill these 2 sleeping bandits by the fire. If this was more of like a roleplay run, I would probably scout out the entire area just to confirm where the other enemies were. But for the purposes of time, I already know where all these bad guys are. So I'm going to kill these 2 and then I'm going to run up here and then kill this leader before they can use like a crossbow or something. Get a little closer. Let's lantern on, stand up, drink our drink our potion, apply our poison, and let's get to work. Okay, first guy's got light armor. This guy will die in the first hit. This guy's just gonna take 2 hits. Okay, and then there's the third one. Oh, I'm a little slow here. Oh, okay, good. We got him before he got the bow out. Alright, nice. We used all our poison on that, but here's the thing. Poison is made to be used. Like, just use your consumables. People never use consumables in their runs, and it's really too bad. Alright, nice. We got rid of all the bandits. Didn't take any damage there. Let's see what kind of loot these ladies have. I guess this guy's not a lady. Okay, he's got a studded cuirass. That's slightly better than the one I'm currently using, so I'm just going to swap that out. His little fur shoesies are also a little better, so we'll swap that out too. Studded cuirass and fur shoes. I don't think this solves our little, like, footsie problem. God, this looks so silly. These look like the moccasins I wear around the house in the morning. Okay, this lady... Okay, there we go. We've got some, like, actual boots. That's nice. I don't think I could have handled walking around in those shoes. It's just embarrassing. Let's see if this improves. Oh yeah, this looks way better. And we look like a legionnaire, so that's not great. We still have the issue of this helmet looking ridiculous, but what can I say? I value aesthetics in my characters. Let's grab that poison. We'll investigate down here in a second. Let's check out the treasure up here first. I forget what book this is. It might be a oh, it's Darkest Darkness. This is funny. This is like the vampire fanfic book that all these like wannabe vampire people who wish they were vampires, they always have this near their bed. It's really funny. It's like a Twilight in-joke, I guess. I'll grab that potion. I think it's lock-picking. And then this is a 2-handed skill book. I'll definitely pick that up. Okay, so there's a trap here which I could probably disable if I could actually center it on my screen. Whoops, accidentally clicked the chest. Thankfully this didn't hit us. It's always scary when you're close enough to the morning star to see the texture on it. Okay, I'm just going to use this lockpicking potion right now because it's only accrued and we might as well just open this chest without breaking any lockpicks. Please have good items. This can have some really good items in it. Let's see what we got. Ugh, garbage items. I guess the steel battle axe isn't that bad. Okay, let's take the gold and the potions. The water skin's not bad. We would probably have bought that in town anyway. And the hunting knife we'll also use. And then I'm going to swap out our crappy... I'm going to stick with the greatsword. I really like greatswords. I'm just going to leave the battle axe. I like the speed on them. Ooh, this guy's got scaled boots. That's a nice upgrade. Silver arrows we can also sell. Lockpick, potion, a little bit of jewels. Okay, that's fine. And let's leave some of these armor pieces that we're not using. Alright, we're doing pretty good on carry weight, and our character from like the neck down looks pretty decent. I may end up just ditching this helmet because it just looks so silly on our character. Let's hotkey this restore stamina potion as well. Okay, over this way we have like this little... We have this little like bandit dungeon slash torture chamber. This is the kind of like chamber of horrors that Vigilant Chemo would probably throw up if she saw this, but Imare has definitely seen way worse stuff in her life. Honestly, she's probably done worse stuff too. We're not going to dig too deeply into that. We are going to take this poison though. That's a nice poison that'll take out a big enemy. Let's see what spell tome this is. I probably already have it. Yeah, Fire Sparks, I already got that. This guy right here, this poor gentleman with an arrow in his chest. Honestly, if this is how he died, that's probably way better than however that person died. This looks a lot worse than this. Anyway, this guy must have got like a name tag or like a note in his pocket that says like, if you find me, tell my family, because like the moment you activate him, you get this quest to go tell his family that Stendarr is dead. This is the kind of like bleeding heart quest that Vigilant Chemo would do and be all torn up about. Imare is unlikely to ever do this, although if she's in that area, she might kind of offhandedly tell them that, hey, I found your murdered husband in a torture chamber. God, Imare is kind of fucked up. I might have to tone that down a bit. Or maybe not. Maybe it's okay if she's fucked up. It's, you know, we're just role-playing. Alright, so we jumped up here onto this ledge and grabbed some imp stool and some mushrooms. We're gonna grab some more mushrooms here. I'm doing pretty good on carry weight. Oh, I say that right as I run out of carry weight. Let's see if there's anything we can ditch. I'll just eat these potatoes, then we should be okay. Nope, not okay. Too much weight. Let's see what we can do here. Let me hotkey this steel knife too before I forget. It's always nice to have a little backup weapon. And the steel hunting knives are good because you can use those to like also skin animals in addition to having a backup weapon. Okay, let's get rid of this wolf cloak. Or wolfskin cloak is not worth a lot for value per weight, nor are these leather strips. It's at least worth less than everything else we have. Spell research is cool. It's a really cool mod that adds another like academic way of learning spells to Wildlander, but Imare is not some kind of like mage nerd who's gonna sit in her room all day journaling, so we're just gonna ditch that. God, I really think that's all we can ditch. That's okay though, that still gives us 5 extra pounds. I'm not going to get more mushrooms here because we're already pretty tight on carry space and we still have a few more bandits to kill. Okay, let's head outside. Oh, we've almost leveled up too. It'd be nice to be level 2 by the time we reach Riften. Let's just double check that we're good on our hotkeys before we adventure out into the world. I'm gonna hotkey this crude poison. I think this is the 60-point poison. This is our spider venom. We don't have a utility poison or a utility potion right now. I always like to have a utility potion hotkeyed when I'm traveling. Let's fix that. Especially in these like unpaused menu playthroughs. Oh yeah, let's make another stamina potion. If you're playing without unpaused menus, you can always just like open the menu at the beginning of the fight, but I just don't have that luxury in this style of playthrough. I'm gonna have to think really quickly if I get attacked, so I like having a utility potion, generally a stamina regeneration potion, hotkeyed just in case. And then I keep 4 and 5 on my hotkeys for poisons. Alright, let's kind of sneak down here. Here's a dead dude that kind of fell off. I think you can find his sword up there. There might even be a treasure chest up there, I forget. That has some pretty good value per weight. We'll take that and we can always ditch it later. Ooh, we're definitely going to get this Nirn root. We'll also grab some Northern Flax just to taste it and add it to our kind of alchemy collection. Northern Flax is not very good and makes some really awful healing potions. You know, they heal like 10 seconds, like 10 healing in like the course of a minute. They're really, really bad. Okay, so we are back on the road to Riften. Let's just get our bearings here. So we kind of did a bunch of random stuff around this area. We cleared out Broken Helm Hollow. Now we're going to head up to Riften. But before we actually reach Riften, we're going to go kill some final bandits. There's another detour we could take here. We could go over to Blackbriar Manor and like kill some of the guards here and steal some silver from Maven's like back area. I'm already so tight on inventory space though that I just don't think that's a good use of our time. Like, I'm gonna end up having to leave a lot of stuff. So I'm not gonna bother with that. What I am gonna do though is sneak up on these bandits over here and show off my cool crossbow mod that lets me aim right down the sights. So this isn't quite as good as a crosshair, obviously. Like, it's not going to fully center on this guy. But there is a little bit of an offset, and if I can get that offset right, I'll definitely kill him in one hit with a crossbow. Let's use our crude poison for this one. This will pretty much guarantee the kill, and then we'll move in and deal with the other guy at close quarters. Alright, so that guy's dead. Ugh, this guy's kind of beefy. He's an orc with heavy armor. Let's see if he does a lunging power attack here. It doesn't look like he will. Ooh, I'm really glad I sidestepped that. That probably would have killed me. That was like a power attack to the face. Always when you drop in someone's face, you just want to kind of cut a corner. Ugh. I run low on stamina, I'm just going to burn this. In fact, you know what? Let's just get to work with a little bit of destruction magic. Of course, the moment I do that is kind of the timing that I was looking for to bash him. Maybe he'll do it again. It's a little slow on that one. That was actually really scary. I'm a little nervous about stamina. I'm going to pop that stamina regeneration potion. I could poison this, but I don't think I need to. Watch this guy kill me right after I say that. I'm just gonna get this block and then just kill this guy. There we go, okay. One of the things when I play two-handed, I would never ever initiate with a power attack because it just puts you off balance, but I would almost, we're not gonna take this either, it's a two-handed skill book, but we already have one. But I like following up a single slash with a power attack because it just kind of maximizes damage in that window. Is this better than the crossbow we have? Yeah, it is slightly better. Ooh, we also got some bracers. I'll definitely take that. Okay, let's swap out our current crossbow for this better crossbow. And then I think we're still going to be okay on carry weight. Oh yeah, we're still good on carry weight. Okay, nice. So we got rid of those bandits. These are kind of all of the main things I wanted to show you on this approach to Riften. We're pretty much done with this episode. Watch these wolves attack me while my back is turned on picking a lock. And we're in pretty good shape as far as an early game run goes. We have a ton. Oh wow, that's actually going to encumber me. Let's fix that before we fight the wolves. Ooh, you know what? If I equip these bracers, that'll probably solve the problem. Yeah, it will. Let's make another utility potion. It's just a good habit. Oh, I can't because I'm in combat. Alright, well, we're just gonna kill this wolf. I don't know how that bash didn't kill the wolf. That definitely should have knocked that wolf off balance, but it did not. I'm still at okay health though, so I'm not really worried about it. There's another one coming. This guy's like, you killed my friend. Oh, there's a lot of wolves here. Oh my god, of course I can't kill any of them. Okay, that one I was able to kill. These other ones are just wounded. That's weird. Okay. If I chase these wolves with the greatsword, they're just gonna run away. So we're just gonna put these wolves out of my misery really quickly, and I'll kind of show you that offset on the crossbow. So like if I aim directly at the wolf, that's not gonna hit it. I have to kind of get that little bit of offset, and that offset gets harder the further away you are. It's actually relatively realistic as far as marksmanship goes. Just kind of managing an offset on a weapon. Anyway, so that's the end of the wolves. We've almost certainly leveled up by this point too, which is really nice. There's some more canis root along this road, but I think I'm like almost full. You know what? I'm just gonna have a little bit of restore health potion. I have a lot of those. That'll free up some inventory space, then I can grab more canis root. Okay, so that's basically the end of our first episode. We're gonna arrive in Riften and actually start some like role playing as Imare acclimates herself to the climate around here, learns more about the criminal underbelly of the Riften region. Probably gets into some trouble in the Ratway. Maybe burglarizes a house, you know, just normal Imare things. So we'll see what kind of trouble she gets into next time, but for now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save right here. I'll level up next time and do everything else, and then just call it a day for now. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first Let's Play video where we kind of showcase this starting route to get from the Riften border to the Riften city. And join me next time as we continue Imare's crime spree as she gets into town and gets up to all signs of other mischief and mayhem. See you soon.